This episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by The Ben Heck Show. Coming up, it's the return of the ultimate survival horror game, Resident Evil 6.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Totally Rad Show. We've got a great week for you. We are taking a look at Capcom's Resident Evil 6 today.
Resident Evil.
It's very evil, that Residence.
Tomorrow, we've got some guests swinging by the studios.
Yeah.
It's the producer and lead designer of XCOM Enemy Unknown, which is coming out very soon. They were nice enough to swing by, and it's a really, really fun episode. I think you guys will like it.
I agree. And then on Wednesday, we're playing your favorite game, our favorite talk versus.
We don't think
I don't know why it's a game.
Very fluid.
We don't think
very
of it
fluid.
as a talk
No.
For us, but it's
a conversation. It's an argument starter is what it is.
It's an argument.
Thursday, we are taking a look at the new Tim Burton stop-motion film, Frankenweenie.
And then, it's Friday. We got Taken 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I thought maybe you forgot what we were supposed to do, and you were
No,
like, whoa, it's big.
It's taken, not stirred.
It's taken, not stirred.
It is,
We are full into football season, gentlemen, and my San Diego Chargers are doing, let's say okay, which is pretty much how they always do.
Now,
all
listen,
of our teams.
it
This is an amazing.
It took a lot for me to allow this background on, and not because there's no 49ers
Go Bolts.
anywhere to be seen in it. Dan's
Well, we're in front of
Eagles.
a real rich green screen here.
Yeah, but that's not coming through.
Fly
All they're
Eagles
getting is blue and gold, blue and
Yeah,
gold.
it's a really cool background, actually.
Yes.
And we're all loving our various teams and our football seasons rocking.
Yeah. So thanks for sending that in. What was it, Tom?
Todd
the soda.
The soda.
Soda.
Which is Spanish for the soda.
You mean it's not French?
Or French.
So ta.
Yeah, if you want to have your background on our show, please do send it in. Maybe have some 49ers in it. That'd be cool. Or other things that are more pertinent to what we actually talk about.
I would love if we got a background that was entirely old gold miners. It's a whole background of 49ers.
Yeah, you
Just
asked
like
for 'em.
painting for gold. Like, hey!
I
That'd
would
be awesome.
accept that. Fans at TotallyRadShow.com is where you send those, and
Correct.
then maybe they'll show up behind our heads.
Yeah.
Also, we mentioned Mike's birthday a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And we are going to give him his gift now.
So this
That
is
was
happening.
very fluid.
So, do you want to
I'm
go
gonna
grab,
go grab it.
some
All right,
out on
Mike.
the chair over
Mike,
there?
you gotta come up forward.
Is it hidden?
No,
Where did you
Jeff,
put it?
Outside the open
outside the
mat.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
come
it's
on.
this pony out here. Is it this
It's a
pony?
mini pony.
It's a mini pone.
Come in here, Nelly.
It's gonna be his birthday. It's much, much more.
Come in here. The pony
it
delivered
is.
that.
Yep, a pony. Read the card.
Wait, I don't know.
Happy birthday, love, Alex, Jeff, and Dan.
Oh, that's us.
Oh, it's fragile.
It's
fragile.
fragile. Oh, no,
Fragile.
it's fragile.
Fragile. Oh, it's
Fragile.
Italian.
It's a leg lamp.
It's a
miniature
small.
leg
It's a leg. It's a leg flashlight.
It's a leg flashlight. Open it. Continue opening it.
Faster with the opening.
Okay,
Oh,
sounds like
it's
this.
the world's largest watch.
Jeff is just
Whoa! It's got a little HP action.
It's a Hewlett Packard watch.
Wow, just keeps it coming.
Woo! Whoa! Look at that.
Your very own wand.
It's a magic watch.
It's a magic watch.
And you know
So-
what you would need that
That's
for,
really cool.
Mike?
What?
Because you are
Magic
gonna be
lessons.
Magic lessons at the Magic Castle!
Yeah, so
Mike
we're getting
loves
you-
magic and loves Harry Potter,
Amazing.
so we're getting you lessons.
This is just your
magic
school.
lessons.
Your school.
Yeah.
That's just your honorary wand.
I'll bring this.
So you
should.
yes, do
You
not
should.
leave that at home. You
should.
have to.
I have this in my
I
back
Do you think
insist.
that if he walks in with that, they'll be like,
I'm ready.
get out.
Then there's like a bin that says
He's in
Harry
his
Potter
suit.
wands here.
Yeah. What's that thing that you can wear instead of a tie?
Ascot.
An ascot.
Ascot.
And inside
bow
the
tie.
ascot
Cool.
is
Amazing.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
happy birthday.
So
Welcome
you'll
to
learn. So you'll
Oldsville.
like learn, and then we'll get to all go to the Magic Castle and
Yeah,
hang
what,
out.
what was the deal with you? You got that too.
I did.
Yeah, but you're gonna
now
actually
it's-
use
now
it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
actually
we-
use
You're gonna
it.
use
Yeah.
it.
Thanks.
All right, let's
Ready? With the magic wand. Tap it with the magic wand.
We'll fist bump and you make
tap
the
it.
explosion.
Okay, amazing. Here we go.
It is Rocktober, which means we're getting close to Halloween, which means it's time for scary stuff. We got a new Resident Evil. That's the most important thing. Resident Evil, the franchise that really created survival horror, is back with a big numbered sequel. This one is a little tricky for us to review, I'll be honest. It's built, as 5 was in a lot of ways, around co-op. This one even more so. It's got 3 different campaigns that you can start right from the beginning, and each of them stars a pair of Resident Evil main characters. So you've got 3 different co-op campaigns that you can start. And those co-op campaigns then will interact at certain points down along the lines, and the game will actually go out onto the internet if you're hooked up and find other people who are playing those other campaigns and co-op those campaigns together. So at certain points you'll have 4 people all at the same time. Now, the reason it's tricky for us is that we were playing this on a pre-release version, and we only had 1 copy, so we weren't able to play co-op with each other. I actually was matched up with people. I don't know if that ever happened to you guys. So the game would populate other people into our game. So we had that experience. But also the game is 3 campaigns. We decided to divvy that up and each play one of the campaigns. So we'll all have different experiences of the campaign because we had to pass the 1 copy that we had to each other. So that's our experience playing Resident Evil 6. I'll tell you a little bit about, there's some big drastic changes to the formula over and above those. You can move and shoot, pretty big deal. It's much more an action game than any of the previous Resident Evils. Dan?
Move slowly and shoot. I wouldn't say it's...
Well,
Yeah,
you
but
don't
the
have
fact
to
that you're
stop
not-
and raise your gun. That's big.
Yep.
Big, big, big. How big? Very big.
What's up, Dan?
President.
I played Resident Evil in my campaign.
So which campaign did you do?
I played Leon.
Leon!
I drew the short straw, I believe.
Well, you don't know.
Well, here's the deal, because this is why I think. I like the game. It took me a long time to come around on it, but boy, do I not like Leon. There's the Resident Evil franchise has always been kind of bizarre. The first one started a little bit pure, and there was a lot of cool in the idea of this haunted house story where you were like a SWAT guy, as opposed to like a haunted house where you're a group of teenagers or whatever. That was always cool. But man, they get so crazy. They get so Japanese
Well, we're
and crazy.
six things down the line at this point.
But-
We've
Yeah,
got
5 movies.
new virus. Like
Yeah.
we're now in a new
Neo umbrella.
a new mutation of the virus. So we're not even really dealing with zombies per se. It's this new thing.
Monsters.
Yeah.
But Leon is the most bizarre of all of the lead characters. I mean, he's got that weird punk haircut. Like, it's just weird.
Well,
So it really interfered.
they're all kind of weird. I mean, the Weskers, they're all odd.
Okay, yeah. But, okay, so anyway, I just had a hard time being immersed in this game because of this lead character being so off the wall and bizarre, and the story being a little off the wall and bizarre. That being said, I wish this game had come after 4 and 5 was 6, because 5 was such... This feels like a sort of a return to 4 a little bit, just in terms of the milieu, the aesthetic, and 5 was so drastic. It was like after daylight, and you know what I mean? Like, okay. Anyway,
But this isn't exactly, Slavic countryside like 4 was.
no, but it's closer to that. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Anyway, not an important point to have been made.
It was just a point.
Yes, but just because it seems more closely related to the anyway. What I liked about Resident Evil 6 was how well choreographed the moments are in the game. To its fault, it's a little bit linear, and to its fault, I feel like the game only allows for me to do certain, like, it's not like I have the ability to run and jump all the time, but all of a sudden the sequence demands that I be jumping on things, and all of a sudden I have the ability to jump, or, you know what I mean? But I do like that, like, it was just like, this is it's not like Gears or any other third-person action game where I'm in a new area and I take cover and I pop out and shoot things, and once in a while there's a big set piece that happens. This is more like there's sort of a unique idea to every room I encounter, every sequence in the game. For me, there was a sequence where I'm in a bus, and also it's a bus that's filled with zombies, and I have to contend, or monsters, and I have to contend with that as it's falling. And then the next sequence is everything as it's contained. It knows where its scares are. It knows where the height of its action is going to be, and it's all delivered to me in that well choreographed.
What did you think of the combat, the actual action?
The actual action, we always say this when we review the Resident Evil game because it is, I think, closer to being a stop and pop being have to stop and shoot than I'm not running. I didn't have a dodge mechanic. My partner did. I play with a female. I don't know if I was controlling the female. Would I have had the mechanic, or is it just because it was AI controlled? I did love the AI control. She was awesome. I had someone join me, and that was fun in the journey kind of way of like, I don't even know this person. But oh my God, like it's the best friendly AI I've ever encountered in a game. She saved me.
I'm shocked you're saying that.
She constantly saved me.
Maybe his was.
Wow.
I died a lot in this game. She saved me every second she could. I would stay back. She would just mow down through bad guys. Like, it was awesome. Sorry I didn't have that experience, but maybe your story and character was better. So, what was I saying before that though? About before the AI?
Oh, you felt like
you said the combat. It's like there's a part of it where it's like I feel like the tension is ratcheted up because the combat's not that great, you know. But then there's also the flip side of maybe the combat should be better. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really weird.
There's lots of ways to do tension.
Yeah, I mean, like I would have loved to have been able to die and feel, but there's something too like, crap, I have to run out the other side and quickly load up in health, and as they're coming, I'm shooting. I really loved the melee. I had to say, that's new to the franchise, isn't it?
No.
Those melee combo, punch, roundhouse, and all that stuff?
No, there was always been, you always had knives and you can do close-up combat, but the whole combat system is completely different from anything that's ever been in Resident Evil.
Here, I would solely melee.
Right. And why is that?
It's like shooting sucks.
I was waiting for the.
No, but there was a little bit of fun back and forth. I'm kicking, or punch, or shoot, and then I only have to do a one kick thing. I don't like that it takes multiple headshots to explode a head.
Well, it depends on what weapon you have, but yeah. It's interesting that for a game that's split into thirds like this, each one of those campaigns is lengthy and full of.
I didn't finish mine, but
and different.
So, which one did you play?
I played as Chris.
Chris Redfield.
Redfield.
And what did you think of Resident Evil 6? Not as glowing as Dan, clearly.
Well, I wasn't glowing.
You were glowing.
You were definitely more glowing than I think anybody else is going to be. Yeah, I didn't really have any fun with this game, and it's a big disappointment for me because I remember really enjoying 5.
I love 5.
and there were so many great ideas, the co-op stuff, the idea of bringing in the journey mechanic of like, it's like Gears of War, except when you meet up with the other two people, they're random people. There's such a genius joy in that. The story is crazy Resident Evil, which, when you don't have tons of Resident Evil games, it's nice to kind of go a little nuts. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Why not? But boy, the friendly AI was horrible for my guy. Not only that, multiple times I had a squad. I mean, think of that. A squad, like 6 AI guys all going,
really?
What do you want to shoot at? What do you want? What are you trying to shoot at? And it's like, guys, get the fuck out of the way. Do you want to play the game? And a lot of times I went, oh, you guys want to play the game? And they'd be like, oh, no, I can heal. Oh, my God, there's so many monsters. Oh, my God, this one's got wings. Holy crap. And then I would walk in and be like, loot. Constantly running out of ammo, which I know is classic Resident Evil, but the whole point of it being classic
action game.
And the whole point of it being classic Resident Evil is because you have to stop, you have to choose your shots. Headshots will kill bad things. It's the pressure of the slow walking guy when you know you only have 2 bullets. That is not the game that they tried to make. They tried to make a Gears of War type game, and yet they still...
in an engine that can't handle it.
And they still pulled all the ammo out. So what inevitably happens is I go into a room, spray bullets for about 5 seconds, run out of bullets, let my guys kind of maybe hopefully help, and then when something finally hits me, I jam on the melee button and pray. I mean, that was the entire game for me. I thought that the QuickTime events were so back in the like late 90s of, you know what I mean? Like, there are certain things. Well, first off, the QuickTime events, they're all different. There's like 17 different things that it may ask you at any given time.
I know, happening instantly.
And it happens instantly.
And if
And
you
it's
fail
like,
it,
wait, is it
game over.
Is it a pressy or is it a spinny? Is it a pulley? Is it a double jumpy? Is it a movie shaky?
Interesting though. Did your guys not like? What was interesting about the QuickTime events in this game was it wasn't just suddenly the button pops up and you have to hit it right then and there. Mine would come with a
Sometimes it was that. Sometimes it was a button.
instant,
Sometimes it was a button
always a
time.
timer.
Sometimes it was
like-
a loop around. Sometimes it
and
was
you
a
know
click, click,
when
click.
you're
and it
like
was
gonna run out of time. I
Yeah.
thought that was really cool. I thought
when those popped up, but that was one of 6 different options,
I never
and it never
really-
showed you what was going to be coming. So all of a or when it was coming. So all of a sudden you're just kind of like and then you're like, oh wait, oh no, I went the wrong way. Oh well, that was fun.
There was even a worse section for me. I had a sequence in mind where I was falling out of an airplane and I had to shoot a gas canister that was next to the bad guy before I slid because I'm falling out of the airplane. Time, you better shoot the thing or it'll explode or you fall out of the airplane and you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, because this is the way I was playing the whole damn game, I was with my melee weapon when I triggered that. So the cutscene happens, she's got the gun in her hand.
No.
Cutscene, and we're into gameplay, and gun magically transforms into melee weapon. sliding. I'm frantically trying to change weapons, because there's no pausing in this game.
Nope.
No pausing.
There's pausing when you select single player. But no to switch weapons is what you're
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm frantically trying to change weapon. No, I'm trying to aim and I'm dead. And I must have done that 10
How
times.
did you even overcome it?
I just got better,
Switch weapons?
faster at switching weapons and
I was like,
aiming.
you had to like get there.
But
Yeah.
the idea that can happen at all is ridiculous.
No, I think you were right, Dan, in saying that this felt more like a step backwards than 5 did as a giant step forward. I mean, I never thought I would want the not being able to walk and shoot ability back, but I feel like
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, it really is, because this game was just a mess.
I
and I
completely
didn't
agree.
have much fun at all.
I think it's one of the worst games I've played all year. And that hurts my heart because I loved 5. I love the Resident Evil series. Love 4. Obviously, everybody loves 4. But I defended 5 a lot on Weekend Confirmed and other places to people that were criticizing it. I thought it was a great game that I enjoyed thoroughly. This is a huge disappointment. It does, as you said, it does get better the farther along you go because you just sort of get used to how crappy it is.
Yeah.
And you sort of
The camera is horrible.
Camera's horrible. And you also get, I opened up the machine gun and the shotgun, which you sort of just do as you go along.
Start with different ones. Because I played, check out Mercenary mode. You can play as the other characters.
Yeah.
So you're
Chris
like,
starts with his machine gun,
Yeah,
so I started
exactly.
with
Like they
machine
start
gun.
with
but-
different things, which is like.
And the weird,
Yeah.
there's, as you said, really cool ideas. All the co-op stuff is so cool when it works. And I like this sort of pseudo skill system that you get to like purchase skill
I wish
things
that
and
was
have.
better, but I did like that.
And the fact that you can only buy stuff between chapters.
Yeah,
Well,
ridiculous.
What?
You can. I would sometimes end my game, get to a save point, end it, and you can do it from the menu screen.
Yeah, but the fact that you can't just hit the equipment button
ridiculous.
and
It's ridiculous.
allocate
It's
all these
ridiculous.
points, because you keep collecting all these points, you're like, oh my god, this is going to be so awesome in 20 minutes when I
Did you
finish
guys
this level.
not dig on the, moment to moment of it?
See,
Like,
I really
thought it was
liked
pretty-
the story. I really liked the presentation of the story. I really liked how it really was larger than life. There was some incredible
I think if
moments.
the combat system was better,
The
I
combat
could
system
have loved
is
this game. But
atrocious.
it's,
Atrocious. And clunky and weird. And there was a moment where I was in a snow level, running up this mountain, right? Avoiding bad guys just appearing out of nowhere. I'm shooting them. They can knock you down in this game.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I got knocked down, I would just start sliding down the mountain. I'm frantically just trying to stand up.
Checkpoints are.
Yeah. Sounds like a lovely level.
I'm literally like, just stand up!
That's horrible.
Spot him.
Yeah.
Get up, run.
Oh, God, that's
Shooting,
horrible.
killing, doing.
Well, you were probably
Knocked down.
really tense. when you got back up there.
No, I just decided to avoid everyone. I just ran around the side.
See, I thought when I first played, I thought, oh, this is a cool game. I'm not supposed to get very
supposed to-
loud.
well, that's
how-
supposed to
but that's
shoot
how
you.
Resident Evil.
No, but I was like
supposed
just
to be.
running through the door, running.
That's how
to the
Resident Evil
end.
2 was. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to run because
Pace different. Yeah.
this game is. They made a huge
First off,
mistake making it an action game.
Because
it's not a
I was gonna
third-person
say,
action game.
My game, there was no way around. It was go through hallway, and there's tons of people coming at you. I mean, it was like.
When you're in the, I was like,
This is not the survival horror genre is been killed. Dead Space is the same way. Like these games are just they've been bastardized by the Call of Duties being so successful of the world, and Gears of War, and all these games that need to give you action.
Wait a second.
This genre.
Ju-On, The Grudge was not at all
not survival horror.
but
That's not survival
what is
horror.
that?
Alan
Or maybe
Wake,
us trying to survive
I would
it
say
was-
Alan Wake was pretty good because it has that same sort of a slow moving, stop and pop. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like Gears of War. Alan Wake doesn't feel like Gears of War.
These
But
games
I
need
know
to
what you mean.
like what like Silent Hill, original Silent Hill, Resident
Hill
Evil 1
2
and
was
2.
good, yeah.
Those games, you're solving puzzles, you're exploring, you get into combat and you're scared because you don't know how to deal with it. It's not an action game.
Yeah.
And this series is just crushed under the weight of these external pressures, it seems to me. And it's really a shame because this is one of the least fun gaming experiences I've had in a long time, and it hurts my heart because I love this series.
Yep.
And I'm sad. I'm sad. I wish I'd had a better experience. Maybe I'll play your campaign. Yeah.
Maybe.
Dan's
Maybe the
like-
moments were
Dan's
that's
Mr.
what
Backpedals
overcame.
over
I
here.
really feel like it was so much more like Resident Evil 4. I'm like,
Really?
Yeah.
No. Resident Evil 4 is
What was the?
slow and methodical
That's
and
true.
scary,
But I
and this
think-
is
I
none
feel
of
like-
that.
I feel like it wasn't scary, but I feel
There's no
like,
scary. There's not. All the I don't know about what you guys had, but all the zombies in this game were toting machine guns and would. Oh, by the way,
No,
you
I
said the
didn't have
friendly
that.
AI. The enemy AI is some of the most insipid, ridiculous AI I've ever seen in a game. They would literally like show up in a room with a machine gun and be like. I mean, okay, they're zombies.
Well, they're
they may be
zombies.
stupid,
That's
but
the
come
point.
on!
No,
And
that's
then I would
cool.
run up to
That's
them with my
cool.
stick and go stick, and they'd be standing right next to me and like aiming, and I'd be stick.
That's kind of cool.
Stick.
Zombies just like I don't know. I got this thing.
And then
in my
they
hand.
dissolve into dust.
Yeah.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad about this game.
All right, everybody, be sure to stick around. We're going to be answering one of your Twitter questions right after this. But first, we want to thank our sponsor. Join modding wizard Ben Heck and his friends as they build and modify a host of amazing community-inspired creations. Be sure to watch new episodes of The Ben Heck Show every 2 weeks right here at revision3.com/TBHS. In the latest episode of The Ben Heck Show, Ben accepts a viewer challenge to create an automated houseplant rotator to help prevent plants grow to help plants grow evenly on all sides.
Well, that seems
So,
obvious.
That seems so obvious. And in a way, I would never have thought about it.
because plants grow toward the sun, right? So you want to have it rotate so the plant's like sun, 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 sun,
That's exactly why you want them to rotate.
sun, sun. And then there's
Don't forget to go to element14.com/TBHS to find out how you can enter to win the Sun builds from Ben Show. Check it out. All right, people.
we'll see
ya.
you tomorrow.
Mañana.
Call back Thursday.
Join us tomorrow for our interview with the creators of XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Today's Twitter question sent in with the hashtag #TRSQ, sent in by Tobin Alexander at Detourin. What's your dream cast of an X-Men movie made in the 60s or 70s, like Yul Brynner for Chuck? We're gonna
Chuck being Charles Xavier.
Yeah,
we're
it's
going
sorta
to smile it up a bit and include the 80s, just because we're not.
Because
we were born very late in the 70s, so
or not at all.
or not at all for some of these people. I had one. I was gonna say Robin Williams as Logan/Wolverine.
Because he's so hairy.
Hairy and short.
Yeah, he would make
Well-
because he's like short, stocky, hairy. I can just
actually-
imagine his like.
I actually spent
gravitas.
a large portion of the 80s thinking of this very question
Right.
and
Yes.
imagining that there would never be an X-Men movie because who would make a movie out of the X-Men? It just seemed unfathomable
Yeah.
to me. And for the same reasons you brought up Robin Williams, I always thought the perfect Wolverine would be Mel Gibson.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
And of course, then you have Colossus as Dolph Lundgren, because
Yeah.
he's already
Or
played a
Stallone.
Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
How about
Stallone.
Russian? I see.
Or I mean, not Stallone, it would be Schwarzenegger, but
Yeah.
you know, Dolph Lundgren. I had a lot of these. And do you have any?
I think Magneto would be Alan Rickman, post Die Hard Alan Rickman.
Not bad, not bad.
That's not bad.
And the Coreys have to be something. I mean, Patrick Dempsey could be Nightcrawler.
Patrick Dempsey would be Tony Stark.
Well, he's not an
X-Men.
X-Men, but
Oh, right, that's wrong.
And he's
That's
also way young.
Avengers.
Yeah,
No,
at that
he would
point.
do it because
Yeah.
he'd just grow the goatee.
He would
totally
he
do
would
it.
do it. Yeah.
the Coreys,
They would have
Coreys.
to.
Bobby Drake. I
Are there
guess.
like they're
Yeah, like fire, the
Corey Haim
pyro
would
and
be-
pyro and
Or
Iceman.
Feldman probably would be Iceman.
Yeah.
there you go.
Um,
Who would be Cyclops? And who would be the who was like Ali Sheedy or something is Rogue.
Yeah. No, Ali Sheedy
well,
would
you
make
guys
it
are
better.
you're casting it based on how the movie played out, but in the '80s, Rogue would have been like Julia Roberts, because in the comics, Rogue wasn't a little kid.
Oh, I see.
You know, Ali Sheedy would be Shadowcat or somebody.
Thank you so much, Tobin Alexander. We're gonna be back to you on this one. We're gonna go
stuff.
cast our '70s movie
Good
from the
stuff.
past.